mass shooting that has taken place. That's what the law enforcement community is referring to it as, or the media at least. Now, I'm going to go ahead and confirm what exactly happened or took place. I'm going to read you some of the details. Keep in mind, bear with me, these reports are worded insanely sometimes. So, I'm going to go ahead and read you the details, then I'm going to simplify it to the best of my ability. Now, in New York State, Rochester to be specific, the attack happened on a 200 block of Pennsylvania Avenue, 12:25 a.m. on Saturday. Again, this is in New York City. 14 individuals were wounded. They are not currently suffering life-threatening injuries, but 2 individuals were shot to death. The victims were a male and a female. The ranges age between 18 and 22 years old. They're not releasing the identities of the victims yet. Now, check this out. Chief Simmons said about 100 people were at the party when police arrived and the scene was chaotic. Those responsible were still at large, he added. The police chief said when police arrived, officers observed people running from the 200 block of Pennsylvania Avenue. It was a very chaotic scene and we could see multiple victims of gunshot wounds. The event that was taking place was some type of backyard party that police, up until the point when the 911 calls came in for the shots fired, were not aware of. That's exactly what I was talking about when I told you these reports are worded crazily. They literally said the event that was taking place was some type of backyard party that police, up until the point when the 911 calls came in for the shots fired, were not aware of. What the... Of course they weren't aware of it. They would have been breaking up the party, man. That's drawing the story out. Pointless complication. That's mayhem, bro. Mayhem. And that's why we're simplifying now. This is yet another tragedy where individuals are having these illegal, unsanctioned house parties. Again, I'm reading these details. This ain't coming from me, bro. Alright? Unsanctioned house parties taking place in these properties which are unsafe because of COVID, and you add in alcohol and violence, it's a recipe for disaster. This is truly a tragedy of epic proportions. Under current New York State restrictions, gatherings of more than 50 people are forbidden. Checks of neighborhoods have taken place. Witnesses and victims are being interviewed, and an appeal has been made for information about who may have been responsible. So, to clarify, man, the individuals responsible for this mass shooting are currently at large. 2 people have been killed. 14 were injured, not threatening, or life-threatening injuries, luckily. Unfortunately, there's 2 individuals, they were killed, man. Now, we're going to go into detail, but not so much in regards to the virus and all that, homie. We're going to basically speak on people not exhibiting discipline in general. Let's just go ahead and theoretically assume that all that BS wasn't taking place in our society in regards to the virus and shit, right? Look at what's going on when it comes to the political circus. The chaos that's manifesting when it comes to people in major positions of power. Both our political parties are still at war with each other, bro. They always have been. It hasn't progressed at all. They still despise each other and want the other side to die. I mean, come on, man. The planet's being destroyed, bro. You got elitists in major positions of wealth and power with vendettas and agendas and crazy-ass world-destroying maniacal ambitions. I mean, and people are still, not really learning from their mistakes or understanding the circumstances at hand demand a little bit of discipline, and that's sad to see. I try my best to not expect a damn thing from people, bro. I understand it is difficult to prioritize. It is difficult to exhibit discipline. It is difficult to evolve past our addictions, character defects, and stuff, but I simply encourage us to do so, homie. That's it. Simple and plain, bro. Our movement is going to do its best to stop the destruction, to continually forge a life-applicable blueprint, homie, for people to adhere to so they can simplify life and make progress continually and overcome them obstacles that kind of stop us from acquiring a true purpose or a point to our existence. They stop us from truly evolving alongside each other because we're going to have all them insecurities and pride issues, or we're going to be pulled in so many different directions due to our addictions, and our time and energy in our existence is misappropriated. And that's encouraged by design. That's simply how pharmaceutical, alcohol corporations, companies, entities maintain their financial status and revenue annually, but that's also how the elite maintain their positions of power. That's how they continually keep the masses divided and in competition with one another in regards to the meaningless bullshit, instead of us putting our minds together and forging solutions regarding the meaningful bullshit. Come on, man. Life is not a complicated, crushing jigsaw puzzle from Satan's colon track. We're going to continually simplify. If anybody else wants to jump on board and follow suit, salute to you too. But salute to everybody in the movement, man. Much love and respect. We on that Frankenstein grind 24/7. Life is not a horrible Rubik's Cube from Lucifer's rectum. Real shit.